What's up, everybody? Drew, aka Catching Rockets here. Hope y'all had a good day today. First things first, I apologize for not being live on Monday. I think just going live Sunday and covering Spy, like literally took it out of me. I woke up feeling like crap. I did trade, but I didn't feel up to doing it live. I didn't feel up to talking. Still very difficult for me. Going live today, difficult for me. My voice is jacked. Anyway, let's start erasing stuff. Just a heads up, I looked, excuse me, sorry. I looked over a bunch of stocks for options. I didn't see any setups that I really loved. There was a few like semi-decent ones, but I feel like we missed the initial move on those. So nothing that I'm willing to put my name on, I guess. Unfortunately, the area that we thought that they would reach Monday, they didn't reach Monday, but they reached it today, and they sold off from there. Um, I think we're going to be selling off more overnight session right now. Kind of sketchy. Sorry, I've got like feedback. There we go. My mic was on my headphones. Sorry. I'm actually short here. Not loving the fact that we're above the previous week value area high. But this is kind of an open drive setup where we consolidated, dumped, came back, and we retested it. I got in short at the previous week value area high. Right now we're above it, and they're just kind of chopping, but we'll see what happens. Risking 575 to make 1475. All right. Let's chart Spy really quick. This is also going to be a little bit of a quicker video. It is still just very difficult for me to talk. I'm going to be coughing in your ear a bunch. I apologize. Looking dumpish. We pushed up, right, on Friday. Pushed up Monday. Consolidated at the end of the day. This is a capital P shape profile. Our POC shifted up, obviously. And then today, we just kind of chopped sideways with a little bit of selling pressure. POC is at the bottom, D-shaped profile. We're probably reversing here and going lower. Let's see. TPO, we have a poor high. And we have a spike. Our spike is exactly the previous day value area low. I'm going to put mine just slightly below, just so we can see the two. But if this was me for trading on this chart, I would combine those two levels. All right, let's look at our fear and greed. We should be neutral, I think. Yeah. Let's look at the calendar for tomorrow. I don't think there's very much going on. Yeah, an hour before the market open, we've got earnings, average hourly earnings month over month, non-farm employment change, and unemployment rate. Other than that, there's really not much going on. Let me open up my other chart. I'm going to take off my hoodie really quick. I'm sweating like a dog. I knew that was going to happen. Before I went live, I was freezing. And now I am sweating. All right. So, I don't think this is going to give us a ton of information. This is part of the reason that I'm short here. Large volume through here. Consolidation, sell-off. This is our retest here. But we're kind of just chopping sideways. But this is where I got in short. I don't think there's anything else of substantial. Possibly for tomorrow. Retesting this zone here would be a short or an area to grab puts. I think that is it. Sorry, everybody. I'm sure you can tell I'm still just really sick. Last night I didn't even have dinner. Like, my stomach was hurting. We want to be aware of this area, 93 to 96. For tomorrow if they happen to grind it back up there. So you're going to be aware of this zone. Basically, the previous day value area high. Sorry, everybody. 695.28 and 695.58. Triple G, give me the ticker symbols. All right. For tomorrow, usual suspect. I'm so sorry about the coughing, guys. Sorry, let me grab another cough drop. Oh, I know PayPal. You said PayPal. And I'm like, I don't even know what that company is. You crazy Triple G. um, if we're not in calls from here, then you can just grab puts on a touch of this area. Um, I think we're gonna sell off overnight. I don't know. We'll see. Kind of sketch that they keep going above the previous week very high, but I don't know. This would be a great spot for them to sell off from, especially since I'm short. If you guys have any questions, now would be the time. I'll look at PayPal and JetBlue in just a second. Let me go ahead and post my levels. I will try to go live tomorrow. um, I will try to make sure that I'm live going forward from here every day, but trade live in the morning tomorrow, hopefully. I'm sure, as you guys can see, though, I am very sick. Like, I'm not making this shit up. I'm in Snap, yeah. Um, not looking too great. If we lose $5, I'll be hopping out. But basically, we got to zoom out. This is where I wanted to be a buyer. Basically, last time we were here, they did a little bit of consolidation, bounced, came back, retested, and then rocketed, right? Came back here, retested, and got a pretty nice run. So this was where I was buying in this $7 range. And now we're just above $3. They have earnings coming up, what, April? I guess realistically, like, when I say losing 5, I would want to be out. It's a little bit higher than that. Or a little bit lower, I should say. They could go as low as Sorry, I gotta zoom in. 482. So I just want them to hold this. If we lose that, then I would definitely be getting out of this trade. But I was really expecting a bounce in the $7 range. This is not a terrible spot to add. You know, you're risking almost nothing. Risking 40 cents per share for some pretty impressive upside. You know, even if you closed at $14, $13, whatever. How do I like the Asia market or London? I mean, they're the same. It's just lower volatility. Um, I actually like trading London and Asia because the moves are a lot slower, you know, than New York session. Sometimes I'll miss entries because New York moves too quickly. Um, so yeah, I'm not liking this at all. I'm a little bit worried my stop is too tight. Like, it's probably better if I move it to like 81.50, which I could do risk to reward wise. Yeah, it still gives me 2 to 1. It's probably a good idea. We'll see. All right, let's look at PayPal and JetBlue. Shorty will be live in about 2 hours. Holy. PayPal's got to put in some work. So they got wrecked on earnings. Quarterly cloud? Yeah. So it's not in a terrible spot to be a buyer. Um, the issue is you could basically buy where it is right now. Um, it bounced right off the top of the 4-hour cloud, which I don't have on here. Still not showing. Let me try this. Oh. It's because I'm on the daily. That's why it's not showing. So it needs to get over. Can't really see what it is. 41.71. Um, and then from there, you should be good up to 46 and some change. You need it to break above this 46.28, retest, and then go. So this is not a terrible spot to buy. But like the real play would be break above 46 and a quarter, retest it, and then hop in on the retest. But yeah, they got smacked on earnings. That's crazy. How much did they lose? 22%. And then ultimately 27%. That's crazy. I think ever since they lost like their contract with eBay, just hasn't been good. Like, just not a company I would be super excited about being invested in, but it's not a bad spot. Um, um, if you want to own shares, like, it's not a terrible spot to buy. Same thing they got. Oh, never mind. I was like, wow, that looks exactly like the PayPal chart. This is a good spot to buy. So he just retested the daily top, weekly top, sorry. Broke above, boom. I would close. Wait, what is this? Wow. It's only like 30 cents. I don't have an example, but this is a bullish backdoor on the weekly cloud. I was looking for an example to show you, but yeah, it's not a bad buy here. Maybe I can find an example here. Dude, that's so sloppy. So this is basically what it's doing, where we broke above the cloud, retest, and then go. So that was JetBlue. Sorry, excuse me. All right, I'm gonna call it a day here, everybody. Really, just not trying to overdo it way too much. Good risk to reward is anything one risk to reward or more. Obviously, more is better, but at least a minimum of 1 to 2. Anyway, as always, much love, much respect, everybody. I will literally try my best to be live tomorrow, but I know on Monday I wanted to go live, and then I just had this anxiety about like trying to talk while constantly coughing, and I just decided it wasn't worth it. So we'll see how tomorrow looks. I love trading live with you guys because that's where it's really at, you know? Like, that's where you can actually see, you know, the skills or whatever. But, yeah, it's been a rough couple of weeks. So I apologize, everybody. I don't know why I feel like saying this, but go check out Vintage War. These guys are not getting enough love. 43 monthly listeners. They are so good. And the dude that's the lead singer is the earth person in the world. He's also the lead singer for the Briggs. They get way more monthly listeners, but Vintage War is not getting much love. Both of them, the Briggs and Vintage War, deserve way more listeners. This dude like constantly talks to my son even. Let me see if I can show you. Why I gotta log in, bro? Oh, whatever. Anyway, the lead singer from Vintage War and the Briggs, like, actually DMs my son and reposts his videos and stuff. Super cool guy. Anyway, as always, much love, much respect to everybody. Like I said, Shorty will be live 9 p.m. Eastern. Definitely tune in, check it out. As